Good morning YouTube, this is GAMEZOMATIK and welcome back to the channel. And it's Saturday morning and I've got one of those rare kind of moments when the house is nice and quiet. My wife's gone to work, my eldest son is staying over at his dad's, my youngest son is in his bedroom live streaming to YouTube as we speak. He's got his own little YouTube channel and he's live streaming to that. So no one's going to come in and disturb me. He won't come in and disturb me. When he's streaming to his channel, that's it. He's focused. He's got his head in the zone and he won't come in. So I've got a bit of peace. So I thought, yeah, I'd come on and do a video. Now, I've been thinking about my pickup videos. This is the pickup video, but I've decided what I'm going to do, rather than do the usual kind of 45-minute pickup videos, which I have been doing for the last couple of months. I'm going to do more of them, but they're going to be smaller. I think probably asking or expecting people to sit there and watch me for 45 minutes talking about what games I bought might be slightly excessive, and can get a bit boring. So what I'm going to do is going to make more of these, but smaller, which is better for both of us actually. It's easier for me, because it's easier for me to come in here, jump in front of the camera, do a quick pickup video, 10 minutes long, than it is for me to sort of find a 45-minute window. And better for you, because you get more regular content from the channel, and from me talking crap. So yeah, that's the plan. So yeah, this is a pickup video. Not that long since I've done the last one. I think it was only last week or something like that. Wasn't long ago, but I've got a couple of bits and pieces. It's Saturday morning now. I'm car booting tomorrow. I'm going to car boot for about a month. I'm not like some people. I don't go every week. I either don't have the money or don't have the time or got other plans. But this week I went on holiday. Last week I got back, and I did say when I got back off the holiday I'm going to try and do a car boot. So that's what my plan is, to do a car boot tomorrow, or 2 car boots actually. So I'm going to get up nice and early. Got up early this morning just so I could sleep tonight for the car boot on Sunday. Yeah, so pick up. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is these 2 things. A bit of a story actually behind these. I got 2 DS games. Now, I have a bit of a checkered past with the DS. I did have a 3DS XL, and I loved it and everything, but I didn't really use it that much, and I traded it in. It was a Yoshi one. I traded it in to buy my PlayStation 4, because I wanted a PS4 badly when they came out. Didn't get a PS4 straight away, waited a couple of months, but decided, well, couldn't wait any longer, wanted one. Didn't have the funds, so I thought I'll have to trade something to pay for it. I got rid of my 3DS. Anyway, about 2 years ago, Christmas, I bought my little boy a DS with Mario Kart 7 on. And he has played it. He played a lot of it. We used to keep it in the back of the car, and he used to, every time we went on a journey, he'd play on it. But recently, he's been given a PlayStation Vita off his granddad, which he absolutely loves, and that's it. The DS has gone out the window. He doesn't touch it. He plays Minecraft on the Vita. He loves Minecraft, like most kids his age do. He's only 8, so the DS isn't being used. So I've kind of pinched it off him. But he got Mario Kart 7 with it. I thought at some point we'd go out and get more games. He never really ever picked up any more games for it. And he's never really shown too much interest in it. He likes Mario Kart 7 and he's played loads on that, but he's never shown any interest to get any other games on the DS. And a couple of times when I've been out with him and I've said to him, come on, do you want to go and buy a DS game? He's just sort of not been that interested. He'd rather have a PlayStation 4 game or whatever. So I've kind of pinched his DS off him. I mean, it's there if he wants to use it, but it just means it saves me going out to buy another DS. And he hardly uses it anyway, and the only reason he'll ever want it back is to play Mario Kart again. So yeah, so this is it. This is really a pickup. It's more of I pinched it off my son up. Yeah, it's a 2DS. Now, I know probably people out there going, oh no, the 2DS. Now, I've had a DS, I've had a DSi, and I've had a 3DS XL. They're the 3DSs I've had in my past, if you like. This is the one we got in. This is the 3DS. 2DS, sorry. Which, and I've got to say, out of all the ones I've used, this is the best one. Now, it hasn't got the 3D on it, because what it is essentially is a 3DS without the 3D. But the 3D does your head in anyway. I found when I had the XL that I used to turn it off after about half an hour because it did my eyes in. It makes your eyes go funny. It's a nice little novelty. Oh, it's just come on. There you can see that. Yeah. It's a nice novelty to have, the 3D on it, but it doesn't really, it kind of distracts, I think, after about half an hour of gameplay. So I used to turn it off anyway. This thing though, is absolutely, it's so, what I didn't like about the 3DS and the other DSs, one was the hinge thing. The first DS I ever got, it broke. It was actually my stepson's, and it broke because the hinge broke on it. This hasn't got the hinge, it's one piece. And it's never been that comfortable. You kind of hold the bottom bit of a DS, don't you, like that? And it used to dig into my hands here. And I could never really play the DS for long, excuse me, for long, for long kind of periods of time. I could only sort of play it for maybe an hour or so. But this reminds me of the old Game Boy. It fits really comfortably in my hand, and it's just really comfortable to use. And out of all the DSs I've used, this, I personally think this is the best one. Although, if they'd have brought this out with the 3D, it would have been the perfect DS. For comfort, this is the best DS there is, definitely. I wish they'd actually bring a 2DS version out with the extra stick and the 3D on it, and it'd be perfect. You know, but I think the DS is coming to the end of its life cycle. But the reason I'm showing you this is because I picked up some DS games. So yeah, 2DS. I said this isn't going to be a long video. I'm already on 7 minutes. Just talk. See, I've just come on and start rambling and talking shit. So yeah, DS games. Pick 2 up. This is what I had originally when I had my old DS, and it's a bit of a guilty pleasure. You know, it's the sort of game you don't want to admit to anyone you've got, but I used to just enjoy it. So I bought it again. This was £2, and that is Hotel Giant DS, where you sort of manage your own hotel. It's kind of a yeah, sort of strategy management game. And it's a lot of fun. I don't know, I just used to enjoy this game. I used to play it quite a lot. I remember sitting around sort of in bed at night, sort of trying to expand my hotel and do the rooms up and things. So yeah, I only got 2 games. I'm going to endeavour to try and pick up some more. I used to love the Professor Layton games, so I'm going to pick them up again. The other game I got was Splinter Cell 3D. I love Splinter Cell. This is sort of a collection of old missions. The first mission you do on this is actually the first mission that you do on Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, where you land on the beach and there's a lighthouse and you've got to infiltrate. Is it like a fort or something? You go through some caves. It's exactly the same. So I think what they've done is sort of taken, it's kind of the best of Splinter Cell collection, but in 3D. But as I haven't got the 3D on it anyway, it's irrelevant that it's in 3D. But just pick this up because it was cheap. Again, this was £2. So yeah, so that's kind of the thinking behind the DS games. Oh, just not the mic. So I'm gonna try and get a lot more DS stuff. Now on the last pickle video I did, I mentioned I was playing Rayman Origins and I was really enjoying it. So oddly enough, I was enjoying it, but I've just got rid of it. I've just traded it, and the reason was I picked this up, and this was $2.99 in the cash converters, and that is Rayman Origins on the Vita. So what I did was I traded in my PS3 version. I traded in my PS3 version, and I paid for this, and I still had some money left over. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to start it again. But yeah, I'm really trying to pick loads of stuff up on the Vita because it's sort of a console that's kind of dying already, and or at least boxed retail stuff is dying already. So you kind of got to grab it where you can. And this was such a good price. It was $2.99, and any Vita game, boxed Vita game for that price, is definitely worth buying. So yeah, I'm gonna start this game again. Rayman Origins. I got this in a charity shop. It was about excuse me, I've got a terrible cough. Just let me have a drink of water. Right, yeah, I got this in a charity shop. This was £1. Now, unfortunately, the manual's missing. But apart from that, it's in really good. The disc is in excellent condition, and the rest of it's complete. And that is Steam Park on the PlayStation 1. I have got this on the Amiga. But it's nice to get like a console copy of it. It's in pretty good nick, apart from the manual's missing. So if anyone's got a spare theme park manual out there, let me know and I'll have it off you. So yeah. Most of these are off the same format, so I'm going to do them together. So there's a couple of other things here I'm going to go through. Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex. I've pretty much played all the Crash games, but I haven't played this one. I don't know why. I just never got around to playing this. In fact, I don't think I really played any Crash games on this kind of generation. The PS2, Xbox original, GameCube generation. I just didn't play any Crash games on it. I love the originals on the PlayStation 1. I played all of them, but then I just never got around to playing any Crash games on this generation. So I'm really looking forward to sort of trying all these. I've heard that this one's not that good, but I'll give it a go anyway. And the other game I got was Crash Nitro Kart, which is just basically your bog standard kart racer. Actually, I was playing a little bit of this last night, and it's it's fun. This was pretty cheap anyway. This was £2, so you can pick it up for that price. It's definitely worth picking up. I like the old kart racing games, and I like Crash Bandicoot, so it's a bit of a no-brainer. I picked up talk about kart racing games. I picked this up. I've got this on download for the PS3, but I wanted a physical copy of it. And then I saw this, and again, a bit like the Vita thing. The Vita and the Wii U are very similar. The C games, I just grab them if they're cheap. And that is Sonic All Stars Racing Transform. And there's actually some stuff on this that isn't on the other versions of it. Certain versions have their own exclusive items. I'm always up for boosting the Wii U collection, and this looks great on the Wii U. And it's a very much similar to the Mario Kart. You use the Wii U controller for your map. You can also play, I think, split screen, so you can have one of you on the Wii U controller and one of you on the other one if you've got two controllers, things like that. And it's a really good game. One of the best, actually, racing games. I love the way you kind of do a lap in a car, and then it changes you to a boat and then a plane, and it's really fast, but pretty challenging as well. Really good kart racer. Now the next game is going to start up a bit of a theme, if you like, because when I was on holiday last week or week before last or whenever it was when I came back now. How long has it been? Gosh, it's been nearly a week since I came back off holiday. Yeah. When I was on holiday, the apartment we were staying at had an old PS2 there, which is great, and it was almost like it was destiny, like they knew I was a retro gamer or something, because we walked in and there was like a PS2 there, and like a sideboard, and like there's just these drawers full of little DVDs, and then the bottom two drawers were just full of PS2 games, and some really good stuff as well. It had like Star Wars Battlefront and Medal of Honor, all stuff I've got, but actually I had a couple of games I didn't have. It actually had that Crash game there that I've just picked up, and it also had Spyro games, which I haven't played, and I don't actually own the Spyro games on PS2. But besides the point, so I had games there, but I also had DVDs, and when we weren't down the beach or by the pool or out, whatever, when we were sitting in the apartment, my little boy loves SpongeBob, and he spent half the week watching SpongeBob DVDs because there was a big pile of SpongeBob DVDs in the room. And I saw an advertisement on one of the DVDs for a game, and we thought it looked really good. So when I got back, I went out and bought that game. It was a SpongeBob game, and ended up buying like 3 SpongeBob games because we both love SpongeBob. So this is the first game I got anyway. This is supposed to be absolutely brilliant. This game, I've never. It's funny. I did actually used to have the Game Boy Advance version of this game, but not the full console version. And that is the SpongeBob SquarePants movie game. I got it for the GameCube. I don't have that many GameCube games, but I would have been happy to get this on PS2 or even the original Xbox if it came out on that. I'm not too sure. But I just happened to see the GameCube version, so I picked it up. This was a £5, but it's well worth a £5. I had a quick go on it the other night, and it's brilliant. It's a really good SpongeBob game. So yeah, got that. And then kind of staying with the SpongeBob theme, all the rest of these games now are Wii games, original Wii games. So if you don't like original Wii games, you probably best just stop in this video now. So the game that I saw that was advertised on the DVD we were watching and made me come over and buy a SpongeBob game is this one, and that is Creature from the Krusty Krab. I've been playing this game, it's absolutely mental. Basically you go into SpongeBob's dreams and all the levels are just really, really surreal. There's one where you're like a massive plankton going around destroying a city. There's one where you're like Patrick, but he's a superhero. The level in really weird level is there's one where you're plankton and you're being chased by a massive Krabby Patty, like this massive burger, and that's the level. You're literally being chased by a massive burger. So yeah, it's just absolutely mental, but really fun. Really good, really solid sort of platformer. Actually, there's a lot of different types of gameplay in this. There's shooting mechanics, there's platform. It's just got a bit of everything in it, so it's definitely worth picking up. I got this for £2. So again, in the cash converters. Most of these I got from the same cash converters. I just happened to go in. I just picked my wife up from work and I was driving home, and there's a cash converter on the way home, and I said to her, do you mind if I just run in and see if they've got any stuff in there? And I went in, and as I went in, the girl that was just putting a load of Wii games out, and they were all $1.99 each. Every single one of these games I want to show you was $1.99 each, so I just picked them all up. There were a couple more that I picked up, but I've traded in since. There was a couple of Lego games, Lego Lord of the Rings, Lego Star Wars 3. I picked them up for like $1.99, and then I took them down to CEX and traded them the next day and got like a 5 or 6. No, I took them to Game, sorry. I got like 5 or 6 quid for them each. So which topped up my game card. So you know, every little helps. And the other SpongeBob game I got was, which I have played before, is Truth or Square. I've actually been playing loads of this. I spent most of the last night playing this game. This is one of my favourite SpongeBob games. It's just really good fun. You can kind of turn into different shapes on the back, as you can see. So SpongeBob turns into like a spatula or a hammer, all different things, and loads of variety in this game, and really challenging as well. So just a really solid platform game. And these are the other Wii games I got. So I'll try and go through these pretty quickly. These were all $1.99. So yeah. Again, Wii games are just they kind of go in the way of PSP at the moment, unless they're like the Mario's, or the, you know, Kirby games or something like that. They're really cheap. So I got Star Wars: The Clone Wars Republic Heroes. My eldest lad, he used to have this years ago on the PS3, and he actually finished it. And I remember watching him play it, thinking it looked alright. But I love a bit of Star Wars, so I got that one. Destroy All Humans, Big Willy Unleashed, whatever that means. Yeah, I've got the other Destroy All Humans games, and they're great games. They're a lot of fun to play, taking over the planet. So with these alien people. So yeah, pick that one up. Indiana Jones and the Staff of Kings. Another game that gets a lot of hate. It's not perfect. It's one of those games that they brought out on the Wii where they just try to make literally everything in the game some kind of sort of Wii gesture or movement rather than a button press. So when you're fighting, you're kind of going like that with the nunchuck, and when you're using your whip, you're going like that, and when you're shooting your gun, you're going like that, which is, a lot of people didn't like, but I think it's actually pretty good. And this game really utilises the Wii controller as much as it possibly can. There's even a section in it where you turn the Wii remote on its side like that and go like that, and you fly in a plane, so it's like a throttle on like a throttle of a plane. So yeah, really good game. I've got this on PSP as well. So. I got this because it was just such a good price. $1.99. Donkey Kong Country Returns, and it's complete. So yeah. Brilliant game. This is a game I've seen this game loads on the PS2 and never picked it up. But I got it because, again, it was $1.99. I thought, go on, I'll give it a shot. I'm not a massive fan of the franchise, but I was actually playing this and having a lot of fun with it. It's really good. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think this is based on... I don't know if this is based on the original... not the original film, but a film that came out, was it 5, 6, 7 years ago? I might be wrong, it might not be, but it's a fairly decent game, and graphically it's actually really nice for a Wii game. So, sorry about that, the camera went off and my computer decided to go to sleep on me halfway through me recording this video. So yeah, where was I? Right, next game was this one. I've seen this game quite a few times and never picked it up. This was 49p in game, actually. And if you look at the back of the box, the screenshots look terrible. I mean, even at 49p, I picked it up and was a bit like, I'm not sure. But then I thought 49p, I can't leave it there for 49p, so I thought I'd give it a go. And that is Disaster Day of Crisis. And actually, this has surprised me. This is a really good game. You basically play this guy called Raymond Bryce, who's like an emergency kind of, goes up mountains rescuing people, like a mountain rescue guy. And he's on this volcano, and the volcano erupts, and then it's kind of weird. Then it skips forward a year. It's kind of all over the place, this game. It kind of skips forward a year, and then next thing, you're like this cop, and you're in this city, and there's an earthquake, and then there's a tsunami later on, and there's floods. And it's like this guy's just having the worst day of his life because all the natural disasters in the world are all happening at once. And you kind of got to guide him through the story. And there's loads of different mechanics in this game. It's got platforming in it, it's got shooting in it, it's got loads of different elements. But it's a really decent game, actually. And it was definitely worth 49p. Now, this I picked up because it reminded me of when I went on holiday with the kids to Florida years ago, and we went on the I think there's like a Toy Story Mania kind of ride over there that has all, you kind of sit in like a ride and you go around, you've got guns on the ride as you're going around, you're shooting targets and things, and this is basically the video game version of that. Or a lot of the mini games that are actually on the ride are in this game, so I picked this up. This was only $1.99, so only 2 more games. I picked this up to trade in. So I'm just ripping the sticker off of that. I picked this up to trade in because it doesn't have a manual in it. But I don't think I will be able to trade it in because the disc is not in amazing condition. It does work, this game. But I've cleaned the disc off. I don't know if you can see on the disc. But there's I don't think you can see on the camera. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot of scratches and shit on the disc. So I'll probably just end up keeping that one. Might get another copy at some point, I don't know. And the last game I got was Tenchu Shadow Assassins. I used to love the Tenchu series. Really good sort of stealthy ninja games. I've never played this one. This is a Wii kind of iteration of it, and it's I played it and it's really, really good. Yeah, it's just as good as any of the other Tenchu games. I had made reservations about it because there's a lot of kind of motion, again, using the Wii remote and everything. But it's actually a lot better than I thought it would be. So yeah, Tenchu Shadow Assassins, definitely worth picking up. Again, it was only $1.99. And that's about it. So yeah, just very quick, quickish kind of pickup video. So that's what I managed to get so far in the last week or so. Off to the car boot tomorrow, so hopefully pick up some more stuff, and then I'll do a short video on that if I do, and upload it. And if that doesn't appear, it means I never bought any from the car boot. I'll probably come on the next video with me sat here like that going, the car boot was rubbish. When I got there, everything had gone. It rained, or something like that, something to that effect. Anyway. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. Please leave comments below, click like and subscribe, and I shall be back with another video soon. Take care. Bye.